Hello and welcome to Bench Talks with Leone. Now, he is the success story of Jamie Vardy's V9 Academy. He's been battling an ongoing injury, but now he's back and ready for the season ahead. Today, I am joined by Stevenage forward Danny Newton. So, Danny, how does it feel to be back?
It's relief for me personally because of my injury and having such a long time out. I was desperate to get back playing, and then the weekend I was supposed to be playing, they had the season cancelled for coronavirus. So for me, it's like I feel like a kid again, going into training and enjoying myself again. So it's really nice.
Oh, so you mentioned that you were injured. So how do you deal with being injured, and how do you deal with the mental aspect of that?
For me, I've never really had serious injuries until the latest one. It was tough mentally for me because I had aspirations of going higher and all of that, so that all gets taken away. But yeah, you've just got to keep going, and it's one of them. If you're going through hell, don't stop. Do you know what I mean? You've got to keep going until it's right. And at this moment in time, I've gone back to Stevenage and I'm enjoying myself. I'm confident for this season to be positive now. So yeah,
that's great. So let's take it back to when you were a youngster. When did you start playing football?
I'd say, well, probably when I was walking, because my dad, he loves it. He's football mad. Comes to all my games now still, and he's had me playing. He's been teaching me as much as he knows, to be fair. And so I was probably 1 or 2 years old, and then by the age of 4, I was at a club. So yeah, so really young. So
was there a particular moment when you decided that you wanted to become a professional footballer?
I think every kid that plays football wants to be a professional, but it's believing that you're going to be a professional. Whereas I was always the best in my year at school. I was the best at my school, and so on. And you always try and be the best wherever you are, but you start seeing people that you don't think are as good as you going into a professional game. You think, I can do that. But for my personal career, I never really went on trials or didn't understand how the game worked, how to get that opportunity. I always thought if you're good enough, you'll get picked up. And to be fair, it did work, but I left it till I was 26. So it was, like I say, if I'd have got in early, who knows where I'd be now. But yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, I used to play football myself. Yeah. I just lacked ability, which is why I never pursued a career in it. Always on the bench as well. So like many, you have had setbacks.
Yeah.
How do you keep yourself motivated?
I think it's, you either love football or you don't. Like, you hear a lot of players say, even some of the top players, they're only doing it for the money because they're good at it. Whereas me personally, I've never understood how you could be like everyone puts themselves through so much stress and pain and hard work and all of this because they want to play football. The feelings they get from it, it's a release for a lot of people, and for me, I genuinely don't know what I'd do without it. So
yeah. Well, of course, you were invited to participate in Jamie Vardy's V9 Academy back in 2017. What was it like to be given that kind of opportunity?
It was a bit surreal, really, because it was the first one. I didn't understand what was going on. There was a scout at the game that they seen me, but they weren't actually there for me. They were looking at the team we were playing. They had all these players on big money, and they were full-time players in our league and stuff like that. But I played really well, tore them to shreds basically, and got a message on Twitter. But that's how simple it was. Got a message on Twitter saying, "Put your application in."
Yeah.
Literally put it in, and then the next day I had a phone call saying we want you to come down. And then within 2 weeks I was walking around the King Power with Vardy himself and signing it to join up. So
wow. And what was he like to work with?
It's honestly, a lot of people put Premier League England players on this pedestal like they're different, but he's literally the most normal, down to earth, genuine bloke. It's just like one of the lads. He's sound.
Oh, nice, very good. So when you were at the academy, you were being watched. Did you feel pressure at all? Did you enjoy the experience?
I had a lot of pressure on me because I really wanted it. I really wanted something to happen. So after I had a really good season, scored a lot of goals, and I thought, like, this is my chance. Like, I am 26. I've probably not got another chance. So I think the first 2 days, I was awful. Like, and I admit, even the coaches said to me after, like, we were wondering like where we've got you from. You were that bad, but it was just, I think I was pressuring myself so much and so stressed, like trying to put it right. And then I just kind of relaxed as the week went on, and then on the Friday played really well, and that was it. Yeah, went from there.
So how did it actually feel to sign that professional contract?
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, it's like my dad, he said my dad's always wanted to be a professional. He's always wanted me to be like, I think that was a big feeling to make him proud, and make all my family proud and stuff like that. But when I signed it, it was amazing feeling. I had a lot of press coverage and all of that, like in all the newspapers. But I also knew that I hadn't done anything. I've literally signed. I've still got to prove myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah. I've never actually signed a professional contract.
No, I know. But it's, I just knew that like I'd signed a contract, but I hadn't actually, it could all be ended like that. I could be out on loan, or if I wasn't cutting it.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of work even harder than I had before to make sure I made the step up.
Well, that's it, isn't it? So let's take it to that first season at Stevenage. You won Player of the Year, which is incredible. How did that feel for you in your debut season?
Yeah, obviously before the season started I wouldn't have expected it, but I think as the season went on I kind of started believing in myself, and I had setbacks through that season as well. There was just, I'd be playing really well, I'd be scoring, and then I'd be taken out of the team for no reason. I'd be like questioning everything again, and I kind of just got my head down and kept powering through, and I was just consistent over the whole season. So at the end of the year, I not expected, but I was kind of knew I had a chance that I was going to win all the awards and stuff like that. So it was nice to be recognised by teammates, fans and manager and stuff. So it's really pleasing.
So you were also top goal scorer. I used to play as a forward. I did not score one goal, but that is pretty impossible to do from the bench. Right. But you were top goal scorer in your debut season. So for this season ahead, do you have a particular goal target, and can you tell me what it is?
Yeah, I've always wanted 20 goals a season. As a striker, I always say 20 goals, but in my first season I got 16 and I aimed for 15, so I was really pleased with that. And then before I got this injury, I had my son who came a bit early and was in hospital, so I was out. I didn't play for a few weeks, and as soon as I came back I was scoring again, and I thought, right, I'm going to kick on from where I was last year. And then got this injury and I've just never been the same since. I was trying to play through it for so long, I was going through on goal, couldn't even kick the ball. Like, it was that bad. Now everything's behind me. I'm working for a manager now that I was really good mates with him. Now he's my manager, I'm still good mates with him, but he believes in me, do you know what I mean? I think this season's going to be a good one. Yeah,
definitely. So let's talk about other footballers. Which footballers inspire you? Who do you want to be like? Who inspires you?
Well, I can't not say Vardy because of everything he's done. Like, he's had a similar path. He's came from non-league he's like the most extreme one ever. Like, he's been there and done it, and obviously he's gave me a chance himself. But I just enjoy watching players who work hard, to be honest, because I base my game on that. So yeah, there's a lot of players who work hard. Like, I like people like Diego Costa. Like, a lot of people hate him; he's the villain and all of that. But I just love to watch him. So
very passionate.
That's it.
So if you could play alongside any footballer, who would it be?
I'd say Ronaldo, the Brazil one.
Oh.
Yeah, not Cristiano. Yeah, Brazil Ronaldo is idol. Like, who I've watched growing up, just is like the best ever for me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, brilliant. So you were born in Liverpool. Let's talk about Liverpool.
That's it.
Won the league last season. How did it feel as a Liverpool fan to see them lift the trophy?
It's a bit strange with no fans, but yeah, it was nice to finally get that over the line and get everyone off our back saying we've never won it. So it's like I say, it was nice. My dad's Liverpool mad. Obviously, my mum is. She's from Liverpool, full strong accent, and Liverpool mad as well. So it's it's nice, nice feeling to finally have it.
And are they going to do it again this season?
Yeah, definitely.
Confident?
No, but Everyone else is buying all the players, aren't they? But no, I think we'll be up there. I think it'll be a lot closer this year.
Yeah. What is it like playing without fans at the moment?
It is strange, but it's kind of like you don't know when you're in the game. If it's a pre-season game and there's not a lot of fans, you seem to notice it a lot more. Whereas when it's a competitive game, you kind of just switch off to the fact the fans aren't there. But obviously you can tell the difference. You've not got people shouting, but it's obviously better with fans. But it's not as different as you'd think. It's strange.
That's really interesting. Yeah, definitely. So let's just think about Stevenage in the future. What are your aspirations for the club this season and for you personally?
For the club, I really want us to do well. This is going to be my 4th year now.
Yeah. And
every single year we need to get playoffs, we need to get promotion. And in my first year we started off really well and I thought we're going to do it, this is going to be amazing. First club, get promoted, and then kind of hit a brick wall and everything changed kind of thing. And then the last 2 years have obviously been hell for me with the injury, but now the club culture, the manager now and the coach, they've changed everything, so you want to go in and enjoy your work. So it's a massive difference. So I really want us to do well.
Yeah, it makes all the difference.
Obviously, he's one of my good mates as well, so
yeah,
I want to do it for him as well.
Definitely. Well, thank you very much.
That's
and
okay.
best of luck for the season ahead.
Cheers.
Thank you.